Hi, I'm Eve Puma, and welcome to my senior recital and theater and performance studies capstone project. I'm so delighted that you could join us today, even if it's not exactly in the manner we imagined. This recital will last about an hour long. The first half is bassoon, the second half is voice, with some fun surprises along the way. Now please go grab a beverage of your choice, your homemade sourdough bread, and follow me inside for the recital.
Hello, I'm Rufus Olivier Jr., Eve's bassoon instructor. I have had the pleasure of working with Eve on a weekly basis for 4 years. Our lessons would always start with a chat about the past week's events, how other classes are going, and what the future holds. As many of you already know, Eve is a positive person in all her endeavors. Eve being so talented, not only in bassoon playing, but dancing and acting. We would incorporate all those talents into making music, trying to see the music as a scene or a dance, basically acting out the music. Many times I would say, how would you sing that? Or how would you act that passage out, looking for the drama in the music? Now, I would like to say Eve has grown and matured as an artist and musician. But to be honest, she was already mature, beyond her age. Actually, she just ripened. It was impossible for me to say no to a request she had. For example, Bassoon Day. At the end of every quarter, we would have Bassoon Day. The students would all come at the same time to play and critique each other with very little input by me. I would supply food and drinks, non-alcoholic. Most of the students hated this. It's very scary playing for your peers. As the years went by, the dietary needs of the students began to vary greatly. Vegan, gluten-free, vegetarian, no dairy, and the peanut. I decided, I'm done with this thing. I'm done. When announcing this to the students, they all cheered, but not Eve. She loved Bassoon Day. She would look at me with that sad, sad face and say, "No Bassoon Day? I love Bassoon Day." Now, what am I supposed to do with that? So I just shopped more. Lots and lots of shopping. Bassoon Day will now officially end after this recital. So enjoy it. It all went way too fast for me. All the best, Eve. You will be missed.
my little sister, Cecilia Puma, will be joining me on the cello for a fun Mozart duet. All right, for our next piece, we're going to welcome back Cece, but on a different instrument. Welcome back Eric on the piano, and welcome my mom on the harpsichord.
Of this half of the concert, we're going to take away some of the other instruments. My mom's going to move to piano. So this piece is a piece that my mom and I actually composed together. So I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the music to it. So I hope you enjoy. In the back of the orchestra, barely visible from
things to see. It can be unsettling playing high, but still the sound can fill one with awe. Usually we play a different character. Down low we play the drunk or the grandpa. Thank you, everyone. All right, we're going to take a brief intermission so you can jump up, grab some more sourdough bread, use the bathroom, and after a brief costume change, we'll be right back for the second half.
Surprise! I'm photobombing your recital. Just kidding. I just wanted to take a moment to tell you how much it's meant to work with you these past 3 years at Stanford. Well, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kathryne Jennings. I'm a lecturer in music at Stanford University and Eve's voice teacher. I began teaching at Stanford 3 years ago, and Eve was one of my first students. So I was quite fortunate because every time you entered my studio, Eve, you just brightened it up. Your warmth, your enthusiasm, your positive attitude, your talent, of course, your musicianship, it just always made it such a joy to work with you. And I'm so proud of all of the hard work that you've done and how your voice has improved and grown exponentially throughout these last 3 years. In addition, I'm excited that you have become such a good vocal coach and started teaching voice. It's been a pleasure to mentor you a little bit through those times as well. Finally, I've seen you become a radiant and confident performer, and I think everyone's going to witness that when they see you sing your songs in just a few minutes. In closing, it's always a bit bittersweet for me to say goodbye to my students as they graduate. I'm going to miss you terribly. It's been so much fun to work with you. However, I know that there's a brilliant future waiting for you just around the corner. Corner, get it? Sorry, couldn't resist a song reference there. Break a leg. Keep in touch. I look forward to seeing you on future stages. And again, I will miss you.
I come from a long line of good girls who choose the wrong guy to be sweet on. The girl with the face that says welcome, that men can wipe their feet on. I'm there when he calls me the trusted girl Friday. All right, but what good does it do me alone on a Saturday night? I don't need a map, I naturally head for the dead end street. You can always count on me. I'm caught in a trap when joy is approaching, then I retreat. I'm just cruel. Shut the light off, turn the bed down. No more crying, don't you dare. You'll wake up sometime tomorrow and forget to even care. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Moment he convinced me I could be pretty, funny. My dear, sweet child, it's what I live for, to help unfortunate merfolk like yourself, poor souls with no one else to turn to. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True? Yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And here lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed, pathetic, poor, unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one's longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor, unfortunate souls, it's sad, but true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying, "Spelt, Ursula, please," and I help them. Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake him across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole I've been a saint to those poor unfortunate souls. Here's my best offer, babykins. I know a spell that will turn you human for 3 days. It's got a procedural clause, a sort of a quid pro quo. Now, I'm not asking for much, only your voice. You'll have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the power of body language. A man if they don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yes, on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. After all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on! They're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can, but they dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue, who gets her man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul, go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't gone all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul, it's sad, but I'm going to bring back on some guest artists, my little sister Cece, who you recognized from before, and my older sister Rosie, who is new to the screen. You could drive a person crazy. You could drive a person mad. First you make a person hazy, so a person could be high. Then you leave a person dangling sadly outside your door, which it only makes a person gladly want you even more. I could understand a person if he said to go away. I could understand a person if he happened to be gay. Boo 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 boo. But worse than that, a person that titillates a person and then leaves her flat is crazy. He's a troubled person. He's a truly crazy person himself. When a person's personality is personable, you should not sit like a mom. It's harder than a matador coercible to try and get you off your own. So single and attentive and attractive a man is everything a person could wish. But turning off a person is the act of a man who likes to pull the hooks that are fish. Knock knock, is anybody there? Knock knock, it really is unfair. Knock knock, I'm working on my charms. Knock knock, a zombie's in my arms. Oh, that sweet affection, what is wrong? Where's a loose connection? How long, oh Lord, how long? Bobby, baby, Bobby, 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 you could drive a person buggy. You could blow a person's hole. First you make a person feel alive. While you make her feel a fool. When a person says that you've upset her, that's when you're good. You impersonate a person better than a zombie should. I could understand a person if he wasn't good in bed. I could understand a person if he actually was dead. Exclusive you, elusive you. Will any person ever get the gist of you? You're crazy. You're a lovely person. We have one more song left on this recital, but before I sing it, I'd like to give a few thank yous. First of all, to my bassoon teacher, Rufus Olivier, and my voice teacher, Kathryne Jennings. You both inspire me every single day, and I'm so lucky that you've been my teachers for this past 3 or 4 years. I'd also like to thank all of my family members, my housemates, and all the music teachers I've had throughout the years, including John Staney, Carolyn Carenti, and Jeannie Lewis. Thank you for always encouraging me to pursue my musical dreams, even if it means you have to listen to me practice the same measure over and over again for hours. I really appreciate you all. Now, this last song is a song that I sang last spring in a musical that some of you might have seen on campus. It was one of my favorite roles I've ever played, and probably the largest role I've played in a musical, so I wanted to bring it back to harken back to that moment for me. This is Just Around the Corner from the Addams Family. My daughter's getting married, I can't believe it's true. She doesn't ask her mother before she says I do. And how about my husband, inconstant, naive? This evening's getting serious, these Ohioans won't leave. But I can't let these latest troubles rob me of my bliss. For when I'm scared of true disaster, I remember this. Death is just around the corner, waiting patiently to strike. One unplanned electrocution, that's the kind of end I can comprehend when I'm feeling uninspired, or I need a little spree. I'm reborn knowing death is just around the corner coming after me. Coroner, get it? Death is just around the coroner. Death is just around the corner, waiting high upon the hill. Someone buried in an avalanche. That's the kind of gig I could really dig. Marriage often disappoints you. Not each husband is a gem. So I'll mourn knowing death is just around the corner coming after them. If life's all plums, I'll muddle through song. But when death comes, I hope it's gruesome. Cha! Some people die from public stoning, faulty wiring, faulty zoning, cherry pits they didn't know were there. It could be by a baseball bat, a slippery match, a jungle cat, perhaps an unsuccessful love affair. It could be